Hello, everybody. My name is Aiden Murphy, and welcome to my management final presentation. I'll try not to be too obnoxious with this pointer thing, but I do enjoy it. Here we go. So, for my leadership profile paper, I chose to write about Howard Schultz. Howard Schultz is the CEO of Starbucks. So I wrote, even the company's haters can't deny Starbucks' success. They have 31,256 locations around the world. I think that was as of 2019, so I would imagine that they have even more now. And they are the third largest chain in the world. And this is all due to the drive of one man, Howard Schultz. His unrelenting dedication to his vision has been a direct contributor to Starbucks' success. So he started off as a salesman for kind of beverage machines at like a smaller company. He noticed that one of his clients was continuously doing better and better, so he went to go pay them a visit as their sales representative type person, and that's when he discovered Starbucks. He decided that he wanted to start working for this company, and they just sold coffee beans. But even then, he was passionate about the product, and he was looking forward to kind of contributing to what they had going on. So he started working for them. He had a trip to Italy where he discovered kind of like coffee cafes, and he decided that he wanted to bring that home with him. So when he came home and told everybody that he wanted to start selling drinks, the people at the coffee shop said, "No way." So he opened up his own coffee shop, unrelated to Starbucks. It did extraordinarily well. It enabled him to buy Starbucks, and he has transformed it into the cafe superpower that we all know today. So his drive just is the big contributor to Starbucks' success. Without him as an individual, like leading the company, it wouldn't be even close to where it is today. He actually stepped away as CEO at one point, and the company was doing terribly. So he came back in. It was partially due to the recession, but when he came back, his leadership enabled the company to bounce back again. So overall, Howard Schultz is the reason Starbucks as a company is successful. For my management interview paper, I chose to interview my old manager of the restaurant that I used to work at. His name is Andre Morris. I worked at the T-Bones in Derry, New Hampshire, and at the time, Andre was the general manager. I worked there for about 2.5 years and had the pleasure to be managed by him the entire time. So a few notes that I made about the interview that I took with him. He was a manager for 29 years. In his eyes, he prioritized honesty, straightforwardness, being firm yet fair, just kind of like as traits for a manager. He liked to be hands-on, lead by example. One of the things that he loves the most about management is the fact that he loves where he is in life. He views his role as a manager to be a tremendous success, which it is for him. And he worked all the way from the bottom to get where he is, so it's well deserved. He defines manager personally as someone who works out a game plan to get the entire team to achieve one goal. A manager should organize tasks and follow them through their execution. So that's his definition of manager as well. For my college mission and my college vision, I wrote kinda because this is actually going to be my last semester in college. But as a student, I would say my vision would be to secure a happy and successful future for myself and my family. I guess that's kind of a blanket statement for I suppose anybody in life. But for me, it is a real priority to just kind of be happy. Not necessarily, I wrote successful, but I prioritize happy more than successful. And I suppose the success does bring happiness. But anyway, my mission statement is I will complete classes that will allow me to secure a degree. This degree will give me the ability to find a respectable job, which will enable me to provide for myself and my family, thus creating happiness. And here's my personal SWOT analysis educationally and professionally. For strengths, I'll run through them all educationally first. For strengths, I would say timeliness, accuracy, and thoroughness are certainly my strengths. I get things put in on time. I imagine my grades reflect this fact, but they're all pretty accurate, as in like I hit all the points on the rubrics and such, and I'm pretty thorough with my answers and responses and projects and stuff for the most part. Weaknesses, I would say commitment, especially given the fact that I am dropping out of college. Weaknesses, additionally, maybe effort. Not in the idea that I don't put in a lot of effort, but in the idea that I usually wait till the near last second. I've been pretty good this semester, but in the past I have found that I would be really bad at procrastinating, or actually I'd be really good at procrastinating. It would just do bad things for me in my education. Opportunities, bachelor's, associate, certificate programs. I suppose there's really no limit to what I have the opportunity to achieve in life, but for like reasonable opportunities for myself, I would say I already have an associate's degree in liberal arts, but I would be willing to go for bachelor's and certificate programs and things of that nature. Threats to me in my education would be the financial burden, which is part of the reason why I'm choosing to discontinue my education, and the time that it takes to do so, which shouldn't really be a factor considering like you're never too old to go to school, but it does take time. Strengths professionally, I'd say that some of my strengths as a worker would be organization, communication, adaptation, my ability to kind of be tech savvy, stress management, and multitasking. Stress management and multitasking come as a result of me working in the restaurant industry for 5 years or so I would definitely say that that has helped. My weakness would primarily be my education or lack thereof. Um, it's tough to hire somebody who doesn't have like exactly the degree that you're looking for a position. Additionally, I would say experience as a weakness. Oh, I put that under my threats as well. But a weakness of mine would definitely be a lack of experience. I consider myself a pretty good worker. I tend to leave things at the door, not really like I try to be the best me. I give 100% every time that I go to work. So I couldn't think of too many things that I would put as weaknesses. Opportunities for myself, considering I have a liberal arts degree, associates in liberal arts, my high school diploma, those provide opportunities. Additionally, my communication skills, my computer skills, and my kind of commitment to environmentally based things provide opportunities for me. And as I mentioned earlier, my threats would include a lack of education, a lack of experience, limiting me from getting certain jobs. For me, defining the word manager, I would say it's a person tasked with ensuring a business is run smoothly and that employees are working efficiently. And this would include them having certain traits, such as leading by example, clearly setting expectations, unifying the staff, being transparent. Um, these kind of go together. Knowing when to discipline and proper discipline can be really important as a manager as well. Well, are really important as a manager. I would say that a lot of how I define manager is based off of how Andre, the person who I interviewed earlier, is based off of how he managed. He really shaped my perspective on being a manager, I would say. That heavily influenced why I wanted to interview him as well, because I've had several managers, but he had the management style that I say I most respected and admired. For my desire to become a manager, I would say that it's relatively non-existent, uh, but it is situational. As I mentioned, I could see myself being a great manager and enjoying my work in the proper environment. Things that where like I would be managing things environmental related or products that I'm passionate about. Like I love Teslas. If I could manage a Tesla store, that would be something that would bring me happiness. Or if I decided to make my own business someday, I could see myself managing that. Kind of obviously. But otherwise, I really don't think that I would enjoy being a manager anywhere else. I said enjoy because I think I could do it. I think I have the skills to do so, but I just don't think that I would be happy. And at the end of the day, I think that's really what's important. Words of wisdom for new people coming into this class. As I mentioned in this big chunk of words, I've taken a lot of community college classes. Some of them have been tremendously difficult. Some of them have been rather easy or have just been enjoyable in terms of their material. I would rate this class among the top classes that I've taken. It's not, as I said, it's not like a super easy class, but the work felt good to do. It's quite rewarding. There's not like too much to do, but you feel like you get to actually learn the material because there's not that much. I've discovered a lot about myself as a worker and a lot about kind of like my management style and about who I want to be managed by. And it's helped me better understand the world around me and the idea that I can understand where my management's coming from. And I think that anybody who wants to take this class won't regret it after the fact. And that's my presentation. Hope everybody enjoyed, and thank you.